Hey, what's up guys? I'm doing a Chris Reese Mythical Beast deck file. If you guys saw my Chris Reese deck file earlier today, um, then you guys will know that I'm doing this video for this evening. So, yeah. So, this build is really quite good, and I've actually been playtesting this build quite a bit, and this is basically what I came up with for my build. So I really like it, and it's really actually pretty consistent with what's actually in here. So I'll go through it and I'll explain how this deck actually works. So you package this. You guys watched my crispy deck file earlier today. I'm not going to go over the effects too much, but Pegasus is basically the main one that you want to go for, which says when summoned anyway, you place a crispy monster from your hand, deck, or grave into the spell trap zone. So that's one of the main ones that you want to focus on and really comfortable. Which says when it's special, you use special as many crispies for your spell trap zone as possible. And so yeah, those are the main two that you want to focus around. Top of the Tiger is just a beat stick. So yeah. So that's basically it for the crispies line. Now for the Mythical Beast line. So I'm running 2 of each Mythical Beast, because that's what I liked. I was testing out 3 of some and didn't really care for it, so just 2 of everything is perfect, at least in my opinion. So for the pendulum effect for Master Cerberus, which I will be making this deck in real life. I have 3/4 of this stuff already, and I just need to get Master Cerberus and this card. I just need to get those 2. I have all the Mythical Beast line, and all I need is just those 2. So, but anyways, so Pendulum effect. If you have no cards in your other Pendulum skill or Pendulum zone, you can destroy this card, and then you search for a level 7 Mythical Beast monster and add it for your deck to your hand. So, which you want to go for this guy, Jackal King. So it says if you control, well, they all have the same effect where if you control no cards in your other pendulum zone, you can destroy it and then do something. So you can destroy this card, and if you do, special summon 1 Mythical Beast from your extra deck, except itself. And so what you do now is special him, because you if you get Master Cerberus in your hand and you activate it to destroy and search out for Jackal King, and then Jackal King brings out Master Cerberus. So yeah, and then that's when you play all your crispy spells and get so many cards on that, and then try to push your game. So, but anyways, so for his monster effect, Master Cerberus, each time a spell is activated, place 2 counters on this card. When a spell resolves, cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has 4 or more counters on it. And then once returned, you can remove 4 spell counters, then target 1 monster on the field on your punch controls. Banish it face up, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that banishes monster's original attack until the end of your punch turn. So it's really quite good, and it helps you OTK really quickly with all the other beat sticks that you have for crispies. So yeah. So Jackal King's monster effect. Each time a spell is activated, place 2 spell counters on it. And once per turn, when a opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you remove 2 counters from your field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So it's really quite good to help negate like Ash Blossom or anything else if you can get on the board. So yeah. And then 2 Basilisk. So its pendulum effect is that if you control no other pendulum zones, which again they all have that effect, you can destroy this card, and if you do, shuffle 1 face up spellcaster pendulum monster from your extra deck into your deck. So it helps recycle what you need, and you have two of these guys, so recycle like one Cerberus and one Jackal King, or that's mainly what you want to recycle. But you can do basically almost anything else if you need to. So, or if you already have one of these guys in your extra deck, you can just recycle one of these so that way you can bring them back out. So yeah, there's many different plays I can do with it. So its monster effect is that each time a spell card is activated, place one counter on it. When a spell that resolves, you remove 3 counters. Return 1 Mythical Beast card from your Pendulum Zone or face up in your extra deck to your hand, which is also really quite good. So you can return like something like this or Jackal King to your hand and basically be able to do what you need to do. So yeah. And then 2 Medusa. So its pendulum effect is basically the same thing. But you can target one monster in your grave that is placed that you can place counters on. Destroy this card, and then if you do special that monster, and if you do that, place 1 counter on it. So it's good to help reborn stuff, and it's pretty good for that. So, and then its monster effect is that each time a spell counter is activated, place 1 spell counter on it. They all have that effect as well. Once per turn during the battle phase, quick effect, you can remove two spell counters, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack and defense become half its current attack and defense until end of this turn. So it's also pretty nice for that effect as well. So yeah, and then Mythical Beast Garuda. So you can target 1 spell trap on the field, destroy both it and this card, which is actually pretty nice. It's basically like a MST for the deck, which is pretty cool. Which is another thing that you can recycle with Basilisk or Jackal King, or not Jackal King, just Basilisk or anything else. So yeah, but anyways, so its monster effect is when your opponent no summons or special summons a monster except damage up, you can remove 3 counters from your field, special summon this card from your hand, then return the monster punch summon monsters to the hand. So it's basically like a warning slash Gores, I guess you could say, or like a Thunder King. Well, no, mostly like a warning and or no, compulse like in Gores. So, which is pretty cool. So now for Jackal. So you target 1 card you control and place a spell counter on it. And that's independent zone. And then destroy this card. And if you do, place 1 spell counter on that card. So this helps with putting spell counters on this guy or any other mythical beast. So it's really quite good. And then its monster effect is that when you can remove 3 counters from your field, trigger this card, special summon mythical beast monster effect monster from your deck, except Jackal. So if you have one of these in your deck, then he's pretty much live. So yeah. So Crystal Wand. So you add 1 Crystal monster from your deck to your hand, and place 1 with a different name for your deck face up in the spell trap zone. So yeah, really quite a good card, especially if you have Crystal or Pegasus, or search out for it. So yeah, and then Rainbow Bridge. Add 1 crystal spell trap from your deck to your hand, except Violent Crystal and Crystal Counter. So yeah. 2 busting, target up to 2 Crystal monsters in your grave. Place those in your spell trap zone. 1 promise, or actually 2 promise. I've got that the iron one is down there. But target 1 Crystal in your spell trap zone, supposed to summon that target. So yeah. And then Ancient City, just 2 of these, so that way you're not dead drawing those, but you still draw into them. So 1 Crystal in your spell trap zone, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. 2, you basically have the battle damage you take, so from 1 monster. So let's say your opponent attacks you for 3,000, you can half it to 15, and then that's your only damage that you can have. So yeah. 3, during each player's turn, when Spell Trap is activated, treat 1 Crystal monster you control that's on the monster zone, and then you negate and destroy it. So 4, you draw one card, and then 5, you special a 1 Crystal from your spell trap zone. So yeah. 1 beacon, if you control 2 or more Crystals in your spell trap zone, you special 1 from your deck. So 1 abundance, because it's searchable. So yeah. So send 4 Crystals. You send or you nuke your board and your punch board by sending everything on the boards, and then you special Crystal monsters from your graveyard equal to the number of cards that were sent on your opponent's side of the field. So yeah. Hey, True Nade, because you want your place to go off. So yeah, that's really important. 1 day piece. In case if you don't really get that good of a hand, which this deck sometimes does, but sometimes doesn't, it's really kind of handy to have. Or if you don't have enough damage on board and you have it in your hand, then you can do that too. So yeah, Monster Reborn, just really good to help bring back any of your Crystal Beast. Solemn Judgment, and then Solemn Warning. So yeah. So that's basically it for the Crystal Beast Mythical Beast deck file. Thank you all for watching. Don't to like, comment, and subscribe more. And yeah, I will catch you all on tomorrow's deck file, which we XYZ Dragon Can. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will catch you later. Alright, later guys.